The same man who abused me as a child just became the legal owner of the bedroom I sleep in, all because of a tradition that says my money is good enough to build a house, but my gender isn't good enough to own it. They say you can never truly go home again, but I didn't realize that going home would cost me everything I had spent 15 years building. I stood in the mud of my father's compound, wearing a black dress that cost more than my uncle's entire house, watching the man who made my childhood a living nightmare try to sell the roof over my head. I was the daughter who sent 500,000 naira every single month for my father's care. I was the one who paid 8 million naira for his specialized cancer treatment in Germany. But as the dirt settled on his casket, my Uncle Jude stepped forward not to comfort me, but to hand me a list of ancestral laws that said I was no longer a daughter, but a guest in my own father's house. My father was a simple man, but he left behind a gold mine. He owned the title to 40 acres of palm oil plantation and the 3-story modern house I had built for him in our village, a project that cost me 45 million naira of my hard-earned savings as a software engineer in Lagos. While I was working 18-hour days to fund this life, Uncle Jude was a ghost. For 10 years, he never visited my father. When my father was gasping for air and needed a generator to stay on his oxygen machine, I called Jude. He told me he was too busy with church matters to bring the spare fuel. I paid for the village transformer so my father could have light, 3 million naira, the scholarships for 6 of my cousins, Jude's children, the funeral itself, which cost 10 million naira because Jude insisted we honor the family name with 50 cows and premium catering. I thought I was being a good daughter. I didn't realize I was just fattening a cow for Jude to slaughter. The signs were there, but grief made me blind. 2 days before the burial, I found Jude in my father's study, going through the safe. When I asked him what he was doing, he didn't apologize. He looked at me and said, "In this village, a woman does not question the head of the family. Be careful, Neka." During the wake keep, I saw Jude's wife, Auntie Martha, taking the gold curtains and the expensive kitchen appliances out of the back door. When I stopped her, she hissed, "Your father is gone. These things belong to the bloodline now. You're just a woman. You'll marry and take your luck elsewhere." Jude insisted that I sign a document in the village dialect to authorize the burial. He told me it was just a formality for the elders. I was so tired, I almost signed it, until my sister whispered that it was actually a quit notice for the house. The night after the burial, the house was supposed to be quiet. I went to the kitchen to get water and heard muffled laughter from the parlor. Jude was sitting in my father's favorite leather chair, drinking my 70,000 naira whiskey.